What's up with everybody? It's your man Moya B.
And Nicole.
I'm back at another reaction video. Geography now, man. I know it's
now.
been a while, man.
Been a
I be getting
long time.
I be getting a bunch of comments, man. We both be getting a bunch of comments saying, man, react to geography now, Eminem. React to geography now. So we decided to check out some geography now.
We're gonna do another one.
Lebanon, baby. I don't think we did Lebanon. You know?
I don't think we did either.
Yeah, so it's gonna be definitely very interesting.
Yeah.
If you want to support our channel, you want to send a special video request, check out the links to our Streamlabs, it's gonna be in our description, and our video cards. Let's dive right into it.
If you put Lebanon in a party and asked all the people to describe him, you'd probably get something like this.
He's very proud of his
So
Catholic
it's named
roots,
after a
but
person?
I think he said
Lebanon?
something about being Maronite.
Oh, he was all about
No.
being Shia Muslim
They
and
pretending.
loving Iran.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop talking about Iran.
Oh man, he hated Iran. He told me he just got back from a vacation from Saudi Arabia visiting his friends.
He said he was like, Druze? Like,
Druze.
what's that?
Oh, nous avons eu une merveilleuse conversation sur la politique. J'étais surprise qu'il puisse me comprendre.
Dude, he was
Yeah,
a
he can speak a lot of
total
languages.
absolute
He does.
party animal.
He said he loved to read.
He gave me wood. Like literally,
Wood.
he gave me this wooden cutout
Wood.
of Lebanon made out of cedar wood. So Lebanon, who are you?
It's time to learn geography.
Now! Hey everybody, I'm your host Barbs. Oh, Lebanon, you're such a man of mystery. Or should I say, 18 mysteries. We'll cover that in a
18
little bit. But
mysteries.
first,
18
where does this
mysteries.
man of mystery lie? Lebanon may be small, but oh man, does it have a truckload of stuff coming out of it. First of all, Lebanon is located in the rocky yet fertile areas of West Asia known as the Levant.
Okay, it's in
located
West
roughly
Asia.
in this area of the East Mediterranean. The country is just a hop away from the island of Cyprus and surrounded by Syria to the
Cyprus,
east
Syria.
and north, as well as Israel to the south, with the small
Okay,
dispute
so it's in the
Golan
Middle
Heights
East.
over the Sheba Farms.
Well, I guess
although, yeah, that entire
it's
Golan
that Middle
Heights
East
area is
meets
kind of
East
Yeah.
Asia. Or,
Yeah, East Asia.
Otherwise, the
Western
country is
Asia.
divided
Yeah.
into 8 governorates, with the capital city Beirut itself acting as its own governorate. Which, by
Beirut.
the way, Beirut
Mm-hmm.
was destroyed like 7 times throughout history, but like
Dang.
White's career, it keeps coming back.
Betty White is like.
She said, rock on.
The largest cities after Beirut are Tripoli in the north. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah,
there's
I
another
know.
one. And Junia, a little closer to Beirut. However, the Lebanese Trinity would be Tripoli, Beirut, and Tyre, or Sur. These 3 cities along the
Sur.
coast,
All
and
on the
also
right, yeah.
Sidon, are like the PR directors of Lebanon. These are like the best places to start if you visit. The country has
Wow.
one main public international airport, Beirut's Rafik Hariri International. Otherwise, about 3 military airports exist as well. Off the coast of Tripoli, Lebanon administers the uninhabited Palm Islands, a nature reserve. Otherwise, there's Zira Island by Sidon.
Zira
And everybody
Island.
knows about the Raouche Rock off
That
of
looks
Beirut. But yeah,
gorgeous.
not
Yeah, it
many
does.
islands off the coast. So here's the thing. Lebanon has a lot of history. Like, seriously, the country in
Really?
itself is mentioned in the Bible like 70 times. The borders today are pretty
yeah.
much the result of the French Mandate times after the Ottoman Empire. But prior to the modern times, there was Phoenicia, an empire that extended all the way across the Mediterranean on North Africa to Spain,
Wow,
which
that was
also
pretty,
became
like,
the
far.
Carthaginian Empire that kind of opposed the Romans. And before all this, there was the ancient state of Canaan. All these states
Yeah,
took over
Canaan
the
in the
region
Bible.
that Lebanon
Yeah.
is in
Yeah.
today. These places go back over 7,000 years. We're talking about the time when people were like just discovering what farming was. So essentially, everywhere you step could potentially be a historic site
Wow,
in
that's
Lebanon.
so
I mean,
crazy
they
when you
found
think about that.
Phoenician temples buried under churches, buried under mosques. The town of
Whoa.
Byblos is possibly the oldest city, starting somewhere around 5000 BC. Lebanon is old. Today, though, the country
Old,
thrives
old.
in a modern
Yeah.
state. Beirut, sometimes called the Paris of the East, but then again, there's like 20 other places that claim that title. Some notable spots might include places like the beaches of Junia, the ruins of Baalbek, the temple of Bacchus and Jupiter, the Phoenician temple of Eshmun, the Beit Edin
Eshmun.
Palace, the Roman baths, ski resorts in Faraya, Jeta Grotto, Musa Castle,
It
the
was like a
mummies of
cave.
Qadisha Valley,
Yeah.
Our Lady of Lebanon of Harissa, Mohammed Al Amin Mosque, Jabal ad Druz, various Crusader castles built all over, the National
Yeah.
Museum of Beirut, the Sidon
There's a lot
Soap
of
Museum,
historical stuff
and
in
probably
there.
one of the most iconic landmarks, the Cedar Forest Reserve. Why is it so important? Well, let's just say they didn't put a cedar tree on their flag for nothing. Speaking
Yeah.
of trees, it's time to move on to...
It's
It's often said that in
Physical
Lebanon,
geography.
you can ski in the morning and swim at the beach in the afternoon
Wow.
all in
What?
one day. The name Lebanon
That's
even
crazy.
comes from the Phoenician word that
'Cause of the
translates to
mountains.
white,
Yeah.
referring to the snow caps of the mountains you can find there. Lebanon is divided into 4 main geographic regions. The coastal plain along the Mediterranean, the Lebanon mountain range, where you can find the tallest mountain, Mount Lebanon, the Bekaa Valley, and the anti-Lebanon range, or as I like to call it, the Lebanot range.
Lebanon
Range. Oh,
Hey Caleb, good
Paul.
seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
What are you up to, man? You good? You good?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, what was the last episode you were in?
I think it was Germany, maybe?
Oh yeah, we did that gluten-free skit. Yeah. So anyway, these mountains are the source of most of the country's fresh water supply as the ice caps melt, providing 13 main rivers. However, the longest river in the country, the Litani, actually starts in the Bekaa Valley, which gets backed up into the Karaun Reservoir, the largest lake in the country, and empties into the Mediterranean. The interesting thing is that these two mountain ranges and the Bekaa Valley are all formed by the same rift system that goes all the way down to Mozambique, caused by the Arabian plate grinding up against the African plate. When it comes to pros and cons, pro, Lebanon doesn't have any deserts. It has great weather, a little arid, but mostly lush and green. Con, just like Jordan and Israel, they have pretty much no oil. But, you know, lots of countries don't have oil and they're doing fine, so no biggie. For what it's worth, though, Lebanon's landscape is loaded with fascinating views and formations, like the Batara Gorge waterfall, known as the Cave of Three Bridges.
That is
Can we just take like a few
gorgeous.
seconds to appreciate it?
Yeah. Except for the creepy faces of it.
Now, there's one thing that symbolized... You know what? Yo, Caleb, take this next part.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, if there had to be one thing that symbolized Lebanon, it would have to be the famous cedar trees. Known throughout the ancient world as some of the most highly prized and sought after trees due to their nice yellow color, fragrance, extracts, durability, and immunity to insects. Today, about 14% of the country is forested, and they hope to boost that number up to 20% by 2020. The national animal is the striped hyena.
I didn't know they had hyenas.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess hyenas are up in this area.
Dude, awesome job, Caleb. Yeah, I'll take it from here because this next part has some hard to pronounce words, and I'll take the embarrassment.
Hard pronounced words.
That's very
I'll take the
considerate.
embarrassment from you.
My buddy. All right.
Or is it the way of saying I'm better at this
Now,
than
when
you?
it comes to Lebanon, you'll find like this interesting mix between Middle Eastern and Western. Now, every Lebanese person I talk to has said that I have to mention kibbeh, made in various ways, sometimes raw. In addition, Lebanon is famous for tabbouleh, fatoush, manish, or mankish, manouche, however you freaking pronounce it, akawi cheese, and snood el set.
That looks
One
pretty
controversy
good.
I was told was that
Yes.
sometimes in Lebanon, getting consistent electricity is a little bit of a hassle in certain areas.
Wow.
The government only provides partial power sporadically throughout the day, and you have to pay like a
What?
local generator to provide the rest of your power. Also, when it comes
That
to buying
sounds weird.
imported electronics, it kind of goes like this.
Hey, I hear that you're the only guy around here that sells laptops. Do you think I can get one?
Sure thing. It's just gonna cost you your entire month's salary for this baby right here.
That sounds
Yeah, because it's high demand.
Well, the government says that I can set whatever price I want, buddy.
Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna take my business elsewhere.
Because it's
Go
like
on
a
ahead.
monopoly.
Yeah, it is monopoly.
They only have one
The only guy
company.
that sells
Yeah.
laptops, huh?
It's never good to have a
Yeah, that's why there's like
Yeah.
an underground electronics market. Anyway, sweet. I think that just about covers it. Now let's learn about that incredibly confusing mystery man that we met at the beginning of this episode, shall we?
The mystery?
Pope John Paul II visited Lebanon in 1997 and was noted for declaring that Lebanon is more than just a country. It's a message of freedom, an example of pluralism for East and West. Now that's one way of putting it. I kind of like to see it as a guy that has a beautiful case of multiple personality disorder. Mental health is not a joke. I can't believe you would write that in a script. You're basically the next Hitler. I can't believe that you would even try. It wasn't a demeaning joke at the expense of suffering people. It was a comparison portrayed in a metaphorical context with a positive undertone. Not once did I even say that having MPD was bad. You're the one that assumed it.
You assumed it.
Yeah, take notes, guys. That's how it's done. First of all, the country has just over 6 million people, around 8 million if you include the non-citizen residents and refugees, and it has the largest number of refugees per capita in the world at over 200 per 1,000 inhabitants. That's about 1 out of 5. That is 1 out of 5. Now here's the thing, making that demographics graph is going to be virtually useless because technically no official census has been taken since 1932 due to the sensitivities of political balance
That's
between
crazy.
people groups. Therefore, accurate data is not exactly available when it comes to numbers and statistics. However, most authorities will say that in the broadest non-divisive sense, around 95% of the population is Arab and 4% are Armenian, whereas the rest are other people groups. Saying that the
4%.
majority of the population is Arab though is incredibly loose because Arabs are incredibly different in this country. So
Yeah.
Lebanon
Yeah.
actually usually likes to follow the religion chart rather than the ethnicity one. Lebanon has 18
Okay.
recognized religious sects. The largest one falls under Islam at about 55% of the population. Christians make up about 40%, and the Druze make about 5%. Of the Muslims, about half are Sunni and half are Shia, and of the Christians, the largest sect would be the Maronite and Melkite Catholics, Greek Orthodox, and Armenian Apostolic, with other small sects in between.
Interesting.
And for those of
Yeah.
you that were wondering, the Druze are like an ethno-religious group of people found in the Levant. They have a large community
Yeah, I think
around
we heard of
Jabal
that,
al
remember?
Druze. They have a somewhat secretive belief system that kind of incorporates elements of Islam, Greek philosophy, and even a little bit of Hinduism, as they believe in things like reincarnation and a cosmic mind. Now keep in mind, there are
Interesting.
somewhere between
Yeah.
1.1 to 2 million refugees living in Lebanon, mostly Syrians and Palestinians. These
Okay,
people
that
have
makes
limited
sense.
rights as non-citizens and are usually the center of hot topic issues in Lebanon. Oh yeah, and they use the Lebanese pound as their currency, but they also accept US dollars. They use a type A, B,
crazy
C,
they accept
D,
US
and
dollars.
G plug outlets.
What?
Yeah, go for everything.
They
and
use
they drive on the
everything?
right side of the road. Now here's the thing, calling a Lebanese person Arab might actually get a few rebuttals. Some Lebanese people I have talked to have said that they technically don't even identify as Arab, but rather Phoenician, or in some extreme cases, Canaanite. I don't know. If you're Lebanese, write down in the comments, do you consider yourself Arab or Phoenician?
Or
Culture-wise, the Lebanese play by a whole different set of rules. First off, the ancient Phoenicians supposedly invented the first alphabet consisting of 22 consonants and no vowels. This would later inspire the alphabets of other languages. Although Arabic is the official language, Lebanese Arabic is very noticeably different from standard Arabic. Since French and English are taught mandatorily in schools, most people are bilingual or trilingual.
Wow.
The Armenians are usually quadrilingual. Lebanese Arabic infuses a lot of French and English words. For example, one greeting all Lebanese people know is Hi, kifak sava, which incorporates all three languages in one phrase. English, Hi, Arabic, kifak, and French, sava. Sentences typically mix up the languages all the time too. For example, standard Arabic, you might say Marhaban, ana ismi barbs. But in Lebanese Arabic, bonjour, ana esmi barbs.
Bonjour is French.
Lebanon's government is interesting too. They follow a confessional democracy, kind of similar to what Bosnia and Herzegovina does. The head positions of office must be held proportionally by someone of each main confessed religious community. The president must always be Maronite Christian, the prime minister a Sunni Muslim, the speaker of the parliament a Shia, and the deputy speaker an Eastern Orthodox practitioner. This system
they're
is
kind
intended
of
to
the
deter
equal
sectarian
Yeah,
conflict
for
to keep
your religion.
contrasting
Yeah.
people groups united. And
Interesting.
here's where we get into the controversy. I'm sure you're all
Was it
waiting
president,
for.
prime
Hezbollah.
minister? So they
What
pretty much
exactly
the exact
is
same
Hezbollah?
Right,
thing.
I'm sure you've
okay.
probably heard of them in the news.
They're probably all
Basically, it's a
equal
political
Equal,
party
yeah.
mostly run by Lebanon's Shia community, whom actually holds seats in parliament, backed by Iran and Assad-led Syria. They've conducted a series of controversial actions that have earned them the title of a considered terrorist group by various governments in both the Arab and Western world. We don't really have time to get into it, but basically, they've been the central figures of a lot of drama. Look it up. Speaking of which, history. Now, this is where things get a little complex because each of the 18 people groups kind of has their own version of Lebanese history, and we really don't have a lot of time to get far into it, but the quickest way I can put it, Phoenicians, Assyrians. Yeah, you already know about all the empires. We've done this like 12 times. Crusaders, Ottoman Empire, Great Famine of 1915, French Mandate, Lebanese fight for independence, Golden Age, Lebanese Civil War, War with Israel, Syrian occupation, Cedar Revolution, 2006 war with Israel, 2012 Syrian immigrant crisis, and here we are today. Today, Lebanon actually has more Lebanese people in diaspora than there are actually in Lebanon, at around 14 million. These people are mostly Christian Lebanese that fled during conflict years. Today, the largest concentrations are found in Latin America, in places like Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, where Shakira's dad met her mom and they made Shakira. Lebanese are known for being the biggest party animals of the Arab world. I mean, it's kind of bound to happen when you celebrate both Muslim and Christian holidays. Some notable people from Lebanon or with Lebanese descent might include people like Carlos Slim, Gebran Khali Gebran, Eli Saab, Georges Khabaz, Pierre Chamassian, Mei Shidiak, Fairuz, Maxime Chaya, Saint Charbel, Nicholas Hayek, Haifa Webe, Majida El Rumi, the Rabbani brothers, Nancy Ajram, Rageb Alama. So much covered.
know
Relax,
Rabbani.
let's move on. Let's see how many people Lebanon invites to their parties now, shall we? So again, just like we studied in the Bosnia and Herzegovina episode, Lebanon has a very diverse populace, so it really depends on who you ask in Lebanon when it comes to know their best friends. If you ask the Sunni Muslims, they'll probably tell you Saudi Arabia. Tons of support comes from the Saudis, and they provide economic assistance. If you ask the Shias, they'll probably say Syria under Bashar al-Assad and Iran, especially people in Hezbollah. If you ask the Christians, they'll most likely say France or the USA, since the French have had historically close ties, and the USA does great business and investments. I mean, why do you think they use the dollar as their second currency? Plus, they get to practice their language skills on these people. If you ask the Armenians, of course, they'll probably say Mother Armenia, and possibly Greece or the Greek side of Cyprus. Armenians and Greeks have been dating each other for centuries. They love each other. Otherwise, Egypt is pretty much a close friend to all of them. The two countries are kind of like co-stars in the media world for Arabs. Many movies and TV shows use both Egyptians and Lebanese people, which brings a bond in itself. In conclusion, mystery solved. The man at the party is truly a man of complexity, yet despite the controversies, he holds it all together because, hey, why worry about it when it's party time? Stay tuned. Lesotho is coming up next.
Lesotho.
Okay. That was definitely pretty good,
Yeah, that was
man.
a good one. I definitely did not know that much
Yeah,
about Lebanon.
55% Muslim, 40% Christian.
Yeah,
and
the Druze. It
Druze
was like 5% Druze. Yeah.
Druze,
do you
their
think
religion's like it said a little bit of Islam.
You said they pull
And-
from different things.
yeah, different
so I think it
things.
has a lot of Islam, maybe, but it also had
Hinduism.
some Hindu aspects,
Yeah.
and then maybe even Christian. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those old. I thought it was like an older one. An
Yeah.
older religion, but I don't remember.
I mean, the things with the presidents and prime ministers, that's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool that they
Muslim.
basically have make sure all the top, like the most popular religions are represented.
Yeah, represented correctly and stuff.
Whether it works that way,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, but
Yeah. He didn't say the population, how many people live in Lebanon.
Yeah, you said like 6 million.
Oh, 6 million. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not really that much.
Well, it's not a very huge country.
Yeah.
So.
But we definitely enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, it was
Really
very
hope you-
informative. I love these.
Yeah, we really hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoy our reaction. Make sure to subscribe to Geography Now.
Yes.
Barbie is a great host. But we better go to end this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your man, Moya B.
And Nicole.
I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Stay awesome. Peace and love, baby.